How'd you sleep last night? How do you feel today? Did you have a great night's sleep, or a little groggy? Were you not able to fall asleep? That's where Sleep Shot by Dreamwater comes in. This is a really, really cool item, and the first time that I've ever seen it personally, and I am very, very interested in it because I've shared many, many times before in the past that I have a lot of trouble when it comes to sleeping at night. More so keeping asleep. I've taken melatonin before in the past to fall asleep, but then I end up waking up like 4 or 5 hours in, and then I'm up for 2 more hours, and then I'm restless. And often, they say when it rains it pours, oftentimes that ends up happening when I've got the big meeting the next morning, or I'm gonna have that really long day, and all I can think about in my mind is like, oh, I've got that 16, 17-hour day tomorrow, and it's gonna be the longest day ever, and then my mind is racing, and I can't fall asleep. Sleep Shot not only helps you to fall asleep, but then is going to help keep you asleep as well. Now, this is $29.98. You're getting 16, this entire bundle that you see in front of you, 16 of these bottles. They're 2.5 ounces, and they're liquid. They're the consistency of water, and you're gonna drink it just like you would take a shot or just a glass of water. It takes about 30 minutes to activate, so you're gonna do it 30 minutes before you go to bed. Each one of these would cost $1.87. I will tell you that I would happily pay $1.87 all day, every day, if it was going to be able to help give me a great night of sleep. We're going to welcome in Kimberly Austin, who's a registered dietitian and has been since 1995 here with us. Kimberly, so nice to see you and have you in the show. I'm so excited to be able to present this with you.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here with you. I was actually a great sleeper my whole life, and then I hit menopause, and it was such a shock for me. Like, what do I do? I've always slept so well. And the Sleep Shot is so easy and so handy. I mean, this is it right here, and this, you can see how tiny this glass is. It tastes delicious, and it addresses a complete sleep solution, because as you mentioned, you've taken melatonin before, and a lot of us have, but now you added in GABA and 5-HTP, so you get an even better sleep. You fall asleep more easily. You don't have that jarring sensation of you just conked out and you wake up and you're like, oh my God,
Yes.
What just happened? And it doesn't have any synthetic colors. It doesn't have any synthetic flavors. You saw that it was clear, but it has a great berry flavor. It doesn't have any calories. The sweetener in it is stevia. It's very lightly sweetened, and it doesn't have any gelatin. So you can feel really good about what you're taking and how easy it is. And I love that it's already pre-mixed, it's already pre-measured. And as I mentioned, it has GABA, which makes you feel tranquil, and melatonin for sleep quality and restful sleep, and 5-HTP, which is associated with serotonin. So this beautiful, beautiful night's sleep in this super easy, I mean, what could be simpler, right? You can take this anywhere you need it, especially if you're not at home. And I know you love to travel.
Yeah, well, for travel, this is amazing. I've traveled all over the world. I've gone on some pretty long flights before. This is 2.5 ounces, so it's good to be able to take with you onto a plane. You could go ahead and sip it right out of here or pour it into a glass. But I want you to see, that's the consistency of water that you have there. I mean, it looks like a little glass of water, so it's not a syrupy, thick type of solution, and it smells amazing. Now, I'm not going to drink it because, well, I've got another hour and a half that I've got to be on the air here. So it's probably best that I don't. But believe me, I want to give it a try and see. I know that you were explaining to me earlier that this creates, because of the GABA, almost like a, I was explaining it as when I get a massage and I end up getting into that, like, that zen, that soothing, almost like, it's like you're hallucinating almost. You're just like, am I awake? Am I not awake? But that's what you want out of every massage, because you want to be so relaxed that your body is at rest. That's what this helps you to do, right?
Right, yeah. And I was also thinking too, I love the massage thing, and I think about a day on the beach when I just relaxed all day and you're just so mellow, nothing could bother you, or a lazy day you spent in a hammock. Like, that's the kind of way you want to feel before you go to sleep. Even if you're having those racing thoughts, even if you're just laying there looking up at the ceiling going, why can't I fall asleep? No matter what it is, we can all use the Dreamwater Sleep Shot to help us get that good night's sleep. And I also wanted to mention that, you know, sometimes we get into bed and we think we're good tonight. I'm going to sleep great. and something just makes you feel wide awake, or again, the thoughts are racing, you can take this because it's only within 30 minutes that it starts to work. You're not going to lay there for hours and hours on end. And I don't know, Jason, if you done that, but I have done that. And it's 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning.
there.
And then you're just like, I might as well just stay up.
Yep. If you have ever done
And now
this
it's
before,
just a half hour.
yeah, you start counting how long, like if I fall asleep right now, it's going to be 3 hours and 45 minutes before.
Exactly.
That's when you take this. The reason for this is not everyday use. In fact, the reason for this is like,
Right.
I've got that really big meeting tomorrow and I need to get my 8 hours of sleep, so I'm going to take this to be able to help me to fall asleep. This bottle over here, I'm catching that flight that's going to be at 6 in the morning, so I'm getting up at 3, which means I'm going to bed at 9, or I'm going to bed at 7, and I need to make sure that I'm getting that good night of sleep. You know, when I look at this and I think to myself of those types of instances in my life that I'm in, well, maybe it's about twice a month. In that case, well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got months of supply here. This has a shelf life of 4 months. That's correct, Kimberly?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. And we
Yeah,
don't
so
have to
you've got a
refrigerate it
4-month
either.
Supply. No, and that's why it's so great too, for no matter where you need it. So whether you're just taking a day trip to somewhere and spending the night and you just know you don't sleep good in a new mattress. Or I was thinking of when you travel, Jason, and you get to the hotel and you don't know if you have great water. You don't have to worry about mixing anything, finding a water source, or this is just so handy and convenient and simple.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is a quick presentation on this, but I'll tell you what, at $1.87 each here, to be able to give you that great night's sleep, it's worth the try. And if you don't love it, you can go ahead and you can return it with those 30 days. It's A699867 for Dreamwater, a brand that's been around for 14 years. No brand lasts that long in this category, unless people are loving it. And I want you to go ahead and take a look and see what else, other places you can find where this would cost, because I know you're coming back to pick up this deal. All right, Kimberly, so great to work with you for the first time. Nice to see you.
You too. Nice to see you. Bye, everyone.
Coming up in a little bit